Howdy, my name is Josh, and today we are going to be making some good chaya. And this is a pretty easy recipe. Even a college student who doesn't really have a knack for the kitchen, even I could do this. So, before we get started, normally with chaya you want to have a good 1-to-1 ratio of water and milk. So if I'm making 1 cup of tea, I have half a cup of water, half a cup of milk. Today I'm making 2 cups of tea for me and my brother. So we have a full cup of milk and a full cup of water. And the spices that we have today, we have about a teaspoon of ginger, and I'm probably going to be using about 1 to 2 cardamom, and I'm going to smash it up and we're going to put it in there. You want to have a good ratio of about half a teaspoon per cup of tea for ginger, and then 1 to 2 cardamom for 2 cups of tea. So let's get started. All right, now let's pour in the milk and the water. This. Little spillage, that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn the heat to about medium to high. Start letting it heat up a little bit. Put that on some high heat. And as it's heating up, now it's time to add the spices. So, got about a full teaspoon of fresh ginger right here. Probably gonna add that. Now it's time for the cardamom. I'm gonna do 2 cardamoms today. I'm gonna smash it. Smash it real good. Make sure those seeds come out. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, I'm gonna pour these in there. Okay. And now you just kind of let it heat, and whenever you start to see, it's not going to be boiling yet, but once you start seeing some of those bubbles on the outside forming, we're going to add our red label tea leaves. And the ratio for this that you want is about per cup of tea, you want about 1.5 tablespoons of this red label tea. Again, the same household, we like our tea pretty strong, but some of y'all may not. You're going to kind of find out as you're making chaya how dark you want it, how light you want it, etc. So we're going to wait. And so, as the tea is obviously starting to warm up, we're going to start to add our tablespoons. So again, I'm making 2 cups of tea, so it's time for 3 tablespoons of this red label tea. Got about 1, 2, 3. Awesome. So as you see, there's some little bubbles starting to form on the outside, and as the tea is starting to warm up, I'm going to start to move everything around a little bit. I'm trying to get that nice brown color that I want. If it's not as brown as you might want it, I want to add a couple more tablespoons if you want. I mean, it's kind of up to you, but let's see. All right, so tea is actually not the exact color I personally want, so I'm gonna add about half a tablespoon more of some tea. Gonna continue to stir that in. Now starting to get that color I like. Yep, that's what we want, that's what we want. Okay, tea's been stirred, continuing to heat it up. And again, we're gonna wait. As you see, it's starting to boil. It's starting to boil. As you see, it's starting to boil over. It's gonna get higher, then you're gonna turn off the stove. That's exactly how you want your chaya, right there. Okay, now obviously safety first. We're gonna get a muffin mitt, whatever you call it. Sorry, my bad, oven mitt, just to where you don't burn yourself, okay? That tea is looking good color. All right, so we have a little, in Malayalam we call it patram. You can call this a cup, and we have our strainer. So we're gonna put it right there. And we're gonna make sure all this loose tea leaves and stuff comes out. Good, good, that's what we want. Yes, sir. Alrighty, that's exactly what we want. As you see, trying to get every last bit of tea there. As you see, it was very nicely strained. So, we've already strained the tea. Now it's time for the finishing touches. I'm going to pour it into the 2 cups. Just like that. Now for the other one. Now it's time for some sugar. So at the Samuel household, we normally like about 1 to 2 teaspoons, depending on how sweet you like it. You're more than welcome to experiment at home. Put 1 here and 1 there. And we're gonna stir it, obviously. And again, this is more to taste. You can try it out, see how you like it. Good, that looks like it's stirred. Looks like it's stirred, and now kind of the finishing touch is the frothing part. So maybe your dad does this, I know my dad does this. If you're an experienced Chaiya maker, you're probably able to get that frothing layer with the help of this thing, and you kind of pour it up and then down, and you get that nice layer. I'm not there yet. I started a couple weeks ago. So, thank you, IKEA. I'm gonna use this frothing machine. Look at that. Get a nice little, yep, that's what we want. Good stuff. Get this. Good stuff. Well, now you got your Chaiya. I'm hoping that all made sense, and thank y'all for coming along on this ride.